You are now tuned in to Two Studs in a Pod with your hosts Blaze and Meech, a podcast with a novel perspective on life from a couple of super terrific Uber dykes, but you can call us studs. But let's get to it. Meech, drop that beat. Welcome back, people. You already know it's me, Blaze.
And me, Meech.
And we're a duo of everyday studs here to permeate your vibe with knowledge and nonsense of the stud kind, one episode at a time. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. I'm still, trying to stay COVID free, knock on wood.
Oh,
I'm not
man.
with the Delta at all. But yeah, this weekend you would have thought I was with the Delta because we went out to the Hamptons, which I had never
Oh,
been.
fancy? Okay,
Yeah, I
bitch.
know, crazy as shit, but I'd never been to the Hamptons. So we went out there. Wifey had to
Bumping
take a
to B and
test.
J out there.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was looking for them. I was like, yo, where they at? What's going on? Seeing all the fancy cars and all that shit. It was cool though. It's deep, man. It's mad deep from me, and it's deep from wifey. But it was cool. We did a little window shopping and had some lunch and felt fancy. I had to go. I went out there in my Hamptons attire, so I had on like a polo and some like khaki shorts.
I was about to say
Try
white
to-
linen shorts so your balls
yeah,
don't get hot.
feeling like I could fit in. I saw a couple of brown people out there too. I was giving them the Wakanda what's up. Um, but it was cool. And then we headed over to the outlets, and I was excited because like the good outlets are like out there. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I was so disappointed. I was like, somebody take me back to Florida because I had been waiting for a minute to go there, because that's where like the good Nike spot is and
Mm,
all the,
mm.
all the shit that I want to go to. North Face, obviously, because I need a fucking coat because I'm in, the North Pole now and shit. So uh, I was excited and I was so disappointed. Like the Nike outlet was trash.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy though. Like no, so we're getting ready for this vacation or whatever,
Hmm.
and we gotta go shopping. Of course, gotta pick up some things. Some new shit. We
Right.
stunting on the boat.
Okay.
So we decide we're gonna hit. Obviously we're in like the land of outlets, but that one that you and I always stop at, that's like the big one that we always go
Yeah.
to. Well, that's the one I went to for my birthday. And but we wanted to go to the one we went to this past weekend, which is crazy. Y'all went to the outlets too, because that's what we did. Um,
So,
we went to that outlet, the new one. This one
mhm.
got like the Gucci and the
Oh,
whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like
the
got that
Nikki
kind of stuff.
stores. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I mean, they could be my stores too if we talking
Yeah.
about. And it was tax free weekend. I was like, "What's
Oh,
up?"
damn.
Yeah. So anyway, so we went to the outlets too, and the same vibe. Like I went to to even get in the Nike store, I had to wait in a line. It was hot as hell.
Oof.
So I'm
Oof.
sitting there. I'm like, man, get me inside the store, bro. Like I need to get inside. It's hot as fuck. So I get inside, nothing. It's trash. Like nada. The one thing I saw, I couldn't find the shoe itself. Like they didn't have it. They just had the display shoe, and I ain't fucking with no display. So
Yeah.
yeah, that shit was whack. I was like, yo, the other one is better.
Mm.
The other one is better. So yeah, man, we went to the outlets too, and I was disappointed in the Nike store that I went to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked
I was
out
like,
empty
is
handed.
it because of COVID? Like I've never walked out of the outlets with nothing.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I really didn't get anything. I went there for and got the stuff for the cruise, but that was
Hmm.
that. So COVID just it was
Yeah.
lines everywhere. Lines to get into the Gucci store. Lines to get into I don't know. Nikki went into like Jimmy Choo,
Hmm.
and went there.
Oh. Yeah.
She could walk in and out of there because everybody knows Gucci. So of course the line at Gucci is like crazy. The line at Burberry is
Right.
crazy. I was like, man, the line
Hmm.
at Crocs was crazy. I was like, what? So
That's
everybody caught a
wild.
Crocs vibe. Yeah. I was like, I ordered mine online. Okay, I'm not standing in this line.
Okay.
So because they're the same price. They not
Oh
even like,
yeah.
yeah,
Like you get an extra
right. You're
deal
not
or
getting
some shit.
anything.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the only thing maybe that weekend was it would have been tax free because it's tax free weekend.
Oh, right. Okay.
So and I believe they fall in that price range. That
Yeah,
we
because it's
picked.
about to be back to school down there,
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I was
Yeah.
like, yo, we picked the best and the worst weekend to do this.
Mm-hmm.
But we were at the fancy version out of the outlet, so you had to be ready to
Yeah.
be. Not a lot of people throwing down Gucci for their little kids to be going to
Oh yeah.
kindergarten. So yeah, we didn't have to worry about that. But we were outside and we had the dog with us
Oh.
in her
You
little
have like a.
stroller.
I was gonna say, do you have a doggy stroller? We saw
Yeah, we do.
so many people with freaking strollers, and it's a damn dog in the stroller. We're
Yeah,
like, the hell?
it's hot, and that's just the easiest way to keep
Keep them
track of them,
cool.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she gets hot quick. You know what I'm saying? So I'm stopping with the water, and yeah, we actually bumped into her vet while
Oh
we were out there.
damn.
Yeah, the vet was looking at us. We were looking at her like everybody got masks on, right? So we're
Mm.
looking at her like, yo, and it was her. It was the vet.
Oh wow.
And she was like, make sure you give her water. And right as she was saying that, we had actually stopped to like give her water
Uh,
inside this like tunnel that takes you to the bathroom with AC so she could get air.
yeah,
Freaking
that's
spoiled
one
ass
thing that
dog.
we noticed in the Hamptons. Like all the stores had like little doggy bowls
Oh yeah.
outside
Yeah.
and stuff
Yeah.
for the pets.
Yeah. So crazy shit with the COVID situation is it's popping up all over the place, this Delta and all that. And
Mm-hmm.
we're going shopping, getting ready for the cruise, and we're trying to figure out how are we going to manage dealing with the COVID situation on the cruise.
Right.
And our cruise got canceled.
Oh shit, for real?
Yeah, bro.
Damn.
So I'm mad tight because I have so much shit that I bought
Yeah.
sitting in the fucking bags and shit. That's like, and all the clothes I've been trying on, feeling fat as hell,
Mm-hmm.
trying on these clothes, thinking I need to lose some weight because I don't feel like buying a whole brand new wardrobe just to
Yeah.
go on this cruise. You know what I'm saying? You know
Damn.
what I'm saying? So yes, after going through all that drama and working out like crazy and trying to get that situation together, yeah, they canceled the shit because of COVID.
Shit.
Yeah,
Well,
bro.
better now than when you're on the cruise and
Or
stuck,
on the
right?
flight on the way there.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right. Cause you leave. Yep. That's wild.
yeah. So yeah, it's crazy. So now I have to come up with like a emergency situation plan for Wifey's
Right. Plan
birthday.
B.
Yeah.
Yikes.
You know what has been good? Did you see Homegirl with the shot put? The chick
I
from South
saw like
Carolina?
the replay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She won the what? She won the silver, right?
Yeah, the silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
She's
dope.
one of us.
Yeah, yeah. She's like really one of us. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like she's like, shout out to all my gay people. Okay, this is for
Facts.
y'all. I'm like, I love it. I love
I
it.
know our hair colors match and shit. I felt connected.
Yes, I was like, get it. And then the Philippines, they're really like a religious area, very anti LGBTQ anything.
Mhm.
And the female boxer from there won the silver medal.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, I'm gay.
Oh, for real? I didn't see
Yes,
that.
yes. She was like, shout out to all my LGBTQIA plus all the
Yes.
people. Like she was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Basically
Yeah.
on some I'm here, I'm queer, take it how it is. And she'll knock your ass out. Silver medal in
Okay. What you
boxing.
gonna do about it?
Okay.
That's what's up.
I was like, that's dope. That's really, really dope. And I love to see all the gay people doing big things out there.
Mm-hmm.
Megan Rapinoe just won. Oh, they won the bronze medal in soccer,
Mm-hmm.
and she knocked down 2 goals to help
That's what's
win
up.
that match. And then of course the Team USA,
Yeah.
the basketball team, is
Oh, the women's.
yeah, the
Yeah.
women's team is just like breezing through. You know what I'm saying? Like the
Mm-hmm.
boys, you're like,
Yeah, they're
are they gonna
having a
win?
little
Are
bit
they
of a
not gonna
hard
win?
time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's like they squeaking this out, but the the girls just they all about that.
Yeah, I'm missing like being able to go to the games because we were gonna get season tickets, but I was like, no, because we're gonna miss because when they come back, we're gonna be on vacation,
Mm.
so we're gonna miss like 3 of the games. So, but let's go Team USA.
Yeah. Speaking of women, how about Rihanna?
Oh yes, shout out to
Yes.
Barbados. That's the fatherland. That's my dual citizenship right there. I got to big up Riri on that 1.7. Is that what they say?
Yeah, 1.7.
Oof.
For real. That's big time. She's like, y'all can keep
For
that music
real.
shit.
For real.
I'm gonna be over here getting bitches' faces together and
Yo, she could. Yo,
showing
that's crazy.
lingerie. Yes.
Big
That's what
money.
diversification will do for your ass, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Like people's but that's where I think people get it fucked up at, like staying in this one lane and only doing this one thing will keep you with that one avenue, one stream of
One
money.
stream
But
of
when you
income.
open that
Yeah.
shit up, you open that shit up to all these different things. Like she's doing all kind of shit we probably don't even know,
Yeah.
tech wise and shit like that. Like she ain't dumb, you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So 1.7 billion, woo,
Billion, yo. She could
yeah,
buy Barbados, man. I'm telling
shit.
you.
Okay, think about this. Jay Z is the one who put her on, like put her on that how we
Mm-hmm.
all know, put
Mm-hmm.
her under his umbrella. You see what I did
Umbrella. Hello.
there? um, and she's so what they reported was she's 1.7, he's 1.4.
Ooh.
Yo,
Damn.
and
She out showing the master.
the
That's
craziest of
crazy.
all crazy, Yay is at
It's
1.8.
also. Oh yeah. Damn, Jay.
Yeah.
Sorry, he's got it on the he's got it on his belt. He knows what he's doing.
Well, plus he got Beyonce, so that's like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, that trumps everything.
yeah.
Yo, but the crazy shit about Rihanna is when I went to Barbados like a couple years ago, my uncle was telling me like she lived across the street. So I'm trying to sneak into the condo association over there to see where Rihanna lives, and I was like, damn, like whole time she was living here. You couldn't have told me this before. I'd have been in Barbados
Huh.
trying to hang out with her, trying to jump up at Carnival and shit. I missed my chance. Damn it.
Yes. Look at Rihanna doing big things. And I know you saw that verses, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was debating on going to it, but I wasn't sure if I wanted to you know, put on my Tims and get ready to fight. Cause that's how I felt the vibe was gonna be. Like,
Yo,
yo, but the locks,
that's why
yeah.
Jada was killing it because he was the only one with Tim's on.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the only one with Tim's on. Like he was like, "Yo, this New York," and he had on the
Bro.
Tim's. I was like, man, I don't know the Tim's with the shorts thing. That is such an up north thing. That is so
Yeah.
weird to me, but yes,
Oh yeah. Definitely. You gotta wear them in case you gotta stomp somebody out.
yeah,
That's how Jada was up there too. He was stomping Dipset. And I like Dipset. And they had bangers, but they weren't prepared.
they
And they,
weren't, but they didn't have. I mean, it's just I don't know. Like for me, I always been more of the locks person. Like Dipset, the
uh
only thing I really mess with Dipset. But we gotta remember, I'm not from New York. I felt like I
mhm.
was telling my homeboys, I felt like Dipset is more of a regional
Mm,
success than they are. Like yes, they have their bangers, the ones that like those radio bangers, and maybe
yeah.
a couple of not radio bangers. But for me, the locks were like albums that I owned.
Oh, okay.
I didn't own
Yeah.
Dipset albums. I owned the Locks albums. Like that's my kind of New York. You know what I'm saying?
Uh
Like them pretty niggas from Harlem
yeah,
and shit. Like
that's
nah,
a Harlem
yeah,
thing.
yeah. Them pretty niggas from Harlem is not my type of New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm with the gutter, the grimy, the cut
Yeah.
your buck 50 your face type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like those my type of niggas from New York.
Yeah. They
So
definitely it should have been like G Unit Locks. I think that would have been a better battle. But Dipset is, Harlem has always been known for being like the pretty niggas, the
yeah,
flashy
exactly,
niggas. You know what I mean?
exactly.
But yeah, they I don't know. Jadakiss, listen, let me speak. Let me speak. We scaring the white people. That was my favorite line of the whole. Hold on, we scaring the white people because it was yo, my nigga, da da da, blah blah. Like that's just New York. Chill out.
Well, I think part of it too is that um I mean, obviously hip hop has been mad aggressive. They are from that era where people really didn't
Hmm.
shoot each other. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
And and they didn't know. I don't think that the people who owned the who rented that facility out and did all that stuff that were supposed to be
Hmm.
watching, the white people who were getting scared,
Yeah.
that they knew that they had already talked about like doing stuff like that
Yeah.
with each other, like messing with each other to make
Hmm.
it a situation. Because Jim Jones and fucking Styles P been talking to shit about each other on Instagram for
Yeah.
weeks. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like they said that it was gonna be like this. I was expecting that. Seeing some of the, I didn't get to watch the whole thing because I was dealing with my little furry monster. But for from most of what
Pause.
I saw, oh,
That could have been taken so many ways.
I didn't even think about that. I was like, pause. What do you mean pause? And then I was
Hold up, wait a minute.
oh, oh man. No, I was like, yeah, that was right. Good looking. Good looking. Good looking out. Pause.
Yeah, I got you. I got you.
My dog. I didn't want to make this all like personal like that. But um my dog, so not my first. Oh shit. Yeah. But what I did see, it was amazing. I felt like I was back in high school and shit. They were had
Yeah,
and
and
they
even
were
the DJs had me rocking like before it even started. They were playing mad New York records.
I was just like, I know this isn't gonna start on start on
Yeah.
time. It's and you know what's crazy is like you call them New York records, but to me that's just like that's what I grew up on too. Like yeah, I grew up on the
Well.
Miami shit, but that Miami shit was just always there because I'm in Miami, but the New York
Mhm.
shit that's what I listened to growing up. Like for the most part, that's almost what I listen to now. I mean, I listen to the new shit now, but I like music, so
But yeah.
yes, you couldn't tell me I, three cuts in my eyebrow trying to wild out.
For real. I remember my sister tried to do that shit and cut like her eyebrow
Oh
off.
gosh. Uh,
Oh, good
yeah, but
times.
the locks was in the when I met DMX and I did the shoes with him with at Champs. The locks
Mhm.
was there too. I don't even know which one of them I seen um flipping through the CDs or whatever at the
Yeah.
time because that's all we had. But yeah, that shit was dope at that era. I seen Goody working at that mall was great. I seen Goody Mob in that mall.
Oh damn.
Yeah, CeeLo and Gip
Oh yeah,
sitting
you
on
in
the
the
bench.
south.
Yeah, hell yeah. I mean, it's still South Florida, but South.
Yeah.
Oh, it's crazy. Crazy ass Florida. Speaking of crazy, I just thought about this and I meant to tell you, but we haven't we haven't talked like that. But bro, my neighbors across the street. So we're
Mhm.
chilling. We're chilling in the house. And we just start hearing we're watching a movie or something. And
Uh-huh.
it's me, Nikki, and her daughter, right?
Mhm.
And we just start hearing screaming, like all this commotion and shit. So we're like, what
Oh.
the fuck is going on?
Uh.
So of course we hit the mute and we hear like a lot of screaming now, like a lot of people, and we're like, what the fuck? But we knew across the street was having a party,
Mhm.
and we have nicknames for everybody on the on the block. So this is Rico and Rico's wife because I can
Okay.
never remember what her name is, even though we've never met Rico. We've only met
Mhm.
his wife, but I
Uh-huh.
can't ever remember her name. So that's Rico and Rico's wife. So Rico and Rico's wife are having a party, right?
Mhm.
And they got like there's a few cars. It's not like a ton of cars. I've seen worse parties.
Mhm.
Definitely. And so now they're screaming and yelling and all this shit. So we're like, what's going on? So of course our nosy ass, we push mute on the thing. And we head straight for the cameras because you know we got cameras
Oh
that can
yeah.
hear everything that's going on. So head straight for the cameras and we're listening. And
Mhm.
they are going at it. It's like a gang of people, and you can see them get all up in each other's faces.
Mhm.
And they're like blah 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 blah. The next thing you know, I'm hearing this nigga said me and my mama on the same category. What does that mean? I was like, oh no. Oh
What is
no.
happening?
For real. I was like, oh no, they talked about your mama, dog.
Mhm.
That's something you don't do.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I
Damn.
mean, I don't know about y'all up in New York, but down here, that's definitely something that you don't
Fighting
do. Is talk
words.
about
Yeah.
somebody's mama. Yeah, so you talk about my mama, dog. We are fighting. Okay,
Yeah, man. That's why you
yes,
don't talk about nobody's mama.
yo. I remember when I was a little kid, and these kids were fighting, and my mom came home and found out she had asked me about the fight, and she was like, "Well, why were they fighting?" And I was like, "Well, because so and so talked about so and so's mom
Mm-hmm.
and called his his mama a bitch,
Mm-hmm.
right?" Or I probably said a B because I was
Yeah,
definitely
because
too
you're talking
young
to
to
your
be
mom.
fighting. Yeah, and I was too young to
The
use
B
those words
word.
or her name. Yes, yeah, the B word. Yeah, and my mom was like, "Well, you know what?" She was like that didn't make sense to her that kids would fight over that.
So
So she was like, "Well, you know what? If anybody ever says that your mama is calls your mama a bitch, you tell them my mama's not a bitch, she is the bitch." Okay, and
okay.
I was like,
All
"Oh,
right.
all
All
right,
right.
mom."
That's what I'm talking about. Your
So
mom's is so gangster.
can I tell you something? That little me at that age could not wait to get into it with somebody so
Right,
that I
so
could
you can
say
say
to them,
that.
I was like, my mama is not a bitch, she is the bitch. Okay, and you don't
Okay.
want to fuck with me because
That's so gangster. I
oh,
wish.
yo, for real, yo. So I was dying. I swear, I probably still to this day I'm waiting for somebody to say that shit to
Yeah.
me so I can say that shit.
Word.
Yes. Anyway, so Rico's wife, they were fighting, and then people are getting in cars and not leaving, and
Mm.
it was just wild
Trauma
and
rama.
crazy. And then we find out through hearing their conversations that the fight started in the house.
Mm.
Who knows what their house looked like on the inside,
Oh yeah.
and that our neighbor actually hit somebody.
Oh shit.
Yes, and this bitch works security, so you know she know how to throw a punch, kind of. So
Yeah.
at least, yes, that shit was crazy. It started making me think back to this house party that I went to,
Mm.
and there was an altercation. Have you ever experienced? Have you ever? I don't know how many house parties you've been to, but have
No,
you
I
ever?
mean I've been to house parties because Caribbeans,
Well, yeah.
but I don't think I've ever like been in a fight. I'm probably witnessed a few, but I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter.
I mean, I will fight. It's not my favorite thing
Yeah,
to do.
I will, but I don't. I've never been in a position where like my people were fighting and I had to throw hands.
Well, see, and there's the thing. Um, I was dating I was dating this woman, right? And her friend was having a birthday party. And this was like a costume birthday party. Like you're supposed to dress up like your favorite hip hop artist or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we go because she had a fat ass and I'm light skinned. We go as Nikki and Drake.
I like it.
so so we're at this party and it's it's a few people there.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not a large space because it was in a house. It was in a townhouse actually.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and we're dressed as Nicki and Drake. Everybody's been drinking and doing all this stuff, and then next thing you know, like a fight breaks out between people. So I'm trying to play peacemaker, and I try to like separate these people, and this girl swings on me.
Oh no.
Yes, and I was like, "What?" Yo, the chick I was with just started wailing on this chick.
Oh yeah.
Bomb, bomb. So then that chick came over and and starts fighting. So now I'm fighting with that chick,
Oh
and it
god.
is this giant melee
Mm-mm.
in the middle of these people's living room. Like,
Damn.
yes, and it became really, really. It was like really crazy because it's just punches being thrown, but it was kind of like cool at the same time because like me and my bitch are like fucking
Yeah.
like
Yeah, tearing them up.
exactly. We're like destroying these bitches. And since it was my girl, like these people were just invited to the party, but my girl it was her best friend's house.
Oh,
So
okay.
they got kicked out. Especially I was
Mm-hmm.
innocent bystander. I was trying to like
Right.
pull them apart and I end up getting like punched.
Yeah.
So once they left, so afterwards, my girl was like bad hype that we have been fighting this girl, these girls in the shade. It was just crazy that it turned so fast, and then next thing you know, it's just a bunch of mad like just punches getting thrown and swinging,
That's
and this
crazy.
and people coming from out of nowhere. And I just remember getting pulled off of the one girl, and the sofa was not where it was when we first walked in.
Oh
It
man.
was like, yes.
Yo, thank God, knock on wood, I haven't had to fight.
Hmm. I was just that was just that one time. I
Wrong
think that
place, wrong time, innocent bystander.
yes, that
That's
was
crazy.
definitely, yeah. But so it was a great story part in our relationship because it's just like that might have kept us together a little longer than it should have. We felt that bond
Yeah.
like
Like, yeah, we could beat some ass together.
that's right. Like I
Let's
know you go,
go.
I know you jumping in
You
because
ride or die.
that's what she was hitting. She was like, "You hit my fucking girlfriend!" Like, bah, bah, bah.
Yes, toxicity. Let's
Oh
go.
yes, yeah. It's so delicious, isn't it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, at least we were fighting other people, not fighting each other.
Yeah, not exactly, right? Because it's been the other way around. Speaking of just partying in general and being in Caribbean parties, wife and I, damn, we did a lot this weekend in one day, bro. We went from one end of the island to the next. So there's like this new Dominican spot like out in the town where I'm from. So we went down there to check it out, and they make drinks like Wet Willie's Fat Tuesdays drinks.
Mm.
So we was lit because I wasn't like when we ordered the drink, we didn't know they were gonna be like some Wet Willie's type of drinks. So I was like, oh, this looks good. So I ordered it. Wifey ordered it, and then they have one like you get the Superman with kryptonite, which is like all the drinks.
Yeah.
So wifey ordered that. She was lit. It's like a seafood spot, right? So yo, we stayed there mad long. And like we were talking to the waitress because Dominican chicks with fat asses. So wifey's like, damn, look at that one. I'm like, she's like, wait, okay, turn around now. So I'm like, I know she's lit because she's telling me to look at other girls. So okay, so I'm trying to like casually turn around, and then like this dude was upset and he like threw the table. Like it was so much drama going on, but we was too busy looking at like the waitresses, and then we was trying to find out like what happened. And he was like, I've had enough, and he walked away. And then like 20 minutes later, I guess his girl or whatever walked down the stairs realizing that he wasn't coming back because we were sitting outside, so we were seeing all the drama. It was great. It was great. So anyway, after all that shit, we ended up like walk because it's a mile, so it's like a mile of like restaurants and bars and shit like that. So we
So it's
ended
like
up
just like
walking.
a strip, like
Yeah,
type of
basically.
thing.
Yeah, and it's on the water. So we went ended up walking down there, and we found like we heard a spot playing like mad good old school reggae, dance hall, hip hop. So we ended up slipping in there, and we were in there partying. Wifey kept drinking. I kind of slowed down a little bit, and then I started feeling like the old auntie because I started seeing like my friends' kids coming in there, and I'm like, damn, y'all niggas is old enough to be in here. Like they're in there like 21, 22.
Oh my god.
And I was like, yo, like I gotta go. Like I can't be here partying with these kids, you know what I mean? And then, Miss, her sister walked in there. Now her sister's not that much like she's in her late 20s, but
uh,
still, like I would have never partied with her. Like I seen her grow up from a little kid. And I
oh
was
my
just like,
god.
so I can't, I was like, yo, I gotta go. I feel like your old auntie. And she was like, no, this is the first time I get to party with you all those times when I was too young to go out with you, stay, blah, blah, blah. So I ended up freaking doing shots with these youngins.
Oh my
It
god.
was, yeah. And then I
Your
like,
livers are brand new.
yeah,
Okay.
exactly, bro. I was like, all right, now we need water. We had to drink like 4 cups of water. I was like, all right, let's chill for a little while because I gotta drive home.
Oh,
Oh man, it was fun though, and I was like, damn, to be young again.
for real. And you say water, you make me think I've been drinking all this water getting ready for the cruise. So I was like, my kidneys and my liver gotta be in tip top shape as I can get
Okay.
them in 30 days. Okay, but
Yo, I'm telling you, because I
I'm
was
so
not
excited.
prepared for those like wet release kind of drinks. They were good as
They're
fuck, but
mad
they were
sugary
strong.
though. Yeah, and they're
Yeah,
sugary. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
We were dehydrated in a motherfucker, yo. We had to drink like a liter of water the next day. Feeling it.
Hell yeah. Fucking crazy ass situations you gotta go through now that you're old when you're trying to drink and
Mm-hmm.
shit.
Oh my
Just trying to get
god,
my drink on.
to
You
be
know,
young.
speaking of being young, we watched on the Hulu. We watched um some of the Lollapalooza,
Mm-hmm.
whatever the hell.
Lollapalooza. Damn, you sounded old.
Because we were having such a debate about it in this house that now my whole like way I would just say it and say it right
Mm-hmm.
is thrown off like a
Uh
motherfucker. I'm
oh.
like, y'all killed my whole vibe on how to say this word. But um that shit was like a COVID spreader
Yes.
event, like a motherfucker. But
Mm-hmm.
did you see that this dude, the baby got dropped from the shop?
Oh yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
see that, but I
Well,
figured.
he's been dropped from like every festival from
Mm-hmm.
here to fucking Kingdom Come. But you know what's weird? You know, I don't know if it's weird. I just think that it's an interesting angle for the media to take is that everybody is only making it about the LGBT part of it.
Mm-hmm.
But what about the fact that he was like he brought Tory Lanez to the festival
Mm.
when Meg Thee Stallion was also going to be there, and they're not supposed to be.
Within, she has a restraining order on him or something like that, right?
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So like that's just mad disrespectful. Like you didn't have to bring him to the festival.
Mm-hmm.
And for what? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like let's be honest. Like what did he really enhance? Nothing, you know?
Nothing. He's a
Yeah.
buster.
So I think that that's mad disrespectful that he did that, and that should be more of the focus
Mm-hmm.
outside of um what he said. I mean, about just LGBTQ. It wasn't just about that. It's like the whole thing on the whole.
Yeah. Just overall, he's just mad ignorant and like I don't know. He's an idiot
I just think that it's crazy that that's all they're making it about. Everybody keeps failing to mention that fact that
that he
that
brought
portion of the
Tory
program
Lanez.
was mad
Yeah.
disrespectful. Um, with the Olympics happening, do you know that they had a trans woman lift in the weightlifting competition, like
Oh.
compete as a woman?
Oh nah, I didn't know that.
Yes, but they had a cisgender woman that just so happened to have a high testosterone level. She wasn't
Mm-hmm.
allowed to compete because they said her testosterone was too high.
Oh
And she's a
damn.
natural born woman. She wasn't allowed to compete as a woman because they said her testosterone was too high. But a man who was a person who was born as a man and
Mm-hmm.
has transitioned to become a woman was allowed to compete as a woman. I don't agree with that
No,
like
that's
type of
crazy.
logic. Exactly. Like that doesn't make sense. Like I'm not anti-trans at all, do you? But I think that when they're holding standards such as that, that's not right. Now, what to
Yeah.
do about letting people who are trans compete in sports like the Olympics and things? I don't know who has the total answer. It's there's a lot at play there. Like men are naturally stronger.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing that we can do about the fact that that's a
Yeah. It's
fact.
just yeah.
Like that's a fact. But so even if they feel that they are in the wrong body, that body is
But
still
still.
made that way.
Mm-hmm.
So to allow them, I guess, I mean, how much estrogen does
Yeah,
it
that's what I
take
was gonna say.
to
Like,
equal it out?
how do you like? So, did you test to see like did they have more estrogen than testosterone in their body? Is that why you let the trans woman
I don't
compete and not the like? You know what I
the
mean? Like, it just
right.
what who determined these standards and these rules?
I don't know, and I mean, I'm definitely not anti-trans or anything like that, but
Yeah. But
I
it's
think they
fair
call it
is
like
fair. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly like
yeah.
it's
I
just
know in the WFA, in the football women's football alliance,
mm,
they have trans uh people that play, and I think it was an issue for some of the girls who wanted to transition to men, so male to female or female to male, couldn't play in the women's football league anymore, but some of the men who transitions to women were able to play.
hmm.
So yeah, I don't know how you determine what's
Yeah, I
fair
think
and what's not. Yeah.
that's yeah. I mean, you would think, but then this creates a double standard because my automatic thought was like, you know, if a woman, if somebody was born a woman and gets to live their true self as the man that they feel that they are, but
Mhm.
they're still competing against women, but then that then now that's another slippery slope, right? Because it's a women's
Mhm.
league, and you're not a woman, you are a
Right.
man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, oh, and while we're on this topic, um, interesting. I'm trying to like, I feel like I'm trying to watch my words and things because I just had a webinar
Mhm.
with transgender people that they
Mhm.
put on through my job. I watched a webinar or when I participated in one, and
Mhm.
they had a panel of trans women, all white,
Mhm.
right? But it was interesting enough to that they were all white, but they all spoke to the privilege that they had of being
Mhm.
white. Like they are not in denial of the fact that yes, they may be in a minority of people because they're trans, that
Mhm.
them being white also gives them a little bit easier life than being
Uh.
a trans person, a person of color. But the one of the people who spoke, or a couple of people who spoke, were actually the founders of the International Transgender Day of Visibility.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty. When she said that, I was like, damn, like of course I know that, I know about that
Mhm.
day. You know what I'm saying? So uh, it was it was cool. It was a pretty cool
Interesting
different thing.
conversation.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the terms and words and things like that. So and just the way that you speak, because even me being as gay as I can be, I
Right.
still don't even myself don't have the best terminology about
Right.
trans people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. I know. I noticed that too. Like I don't have the language to speak on it because I feel like it's not talked about as much
Right,
in
right.
the community. You know.
It does feel
But
like they are where we were when we were kids.
right.
You know, or they're
Yeah.
I don't think they like
Like
we
they're a
just
little bit behind, I guess, with trying to fight for their rights and their equality.
right, or
Um.
just the not fight for it because they've been fighting
Yeah.
for it this whole time, but achieving it, like getting
Yes. There
actually
you go.
gaining it. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So when we started talking about trans, and it just popped into my head that happened, that I signed up and I went to that. I
It's
think it's
cool that your
cool.
job has stuff like
Does
that.
that? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They do all kinds of things, but it's just I don't know why the gay. I know why the gay is what I gravitate to more, but more than anything, like I signed up for a few of those type of groups,
Hmm.
and I don't know, the gay one is just like always at the top for whatever reason. So
You attract what you are.
uh, I'm definitely a rainbow bright because I've been doing that my whole life. Like I also signed up to um, volunteer to raise money for this gay youth group that I used to be a part of when I was younger, which is
Mm,
a very cool experience being a gay youth. That's why I've been super gay my whole life.
that's what's up.
Super gay. And gay youth group was cool because it was just a bunch of other kids like me, kind of sort of,
Yeah,
uh, and we were all just looking for some place to hang out and party
that's cool.
and get into fights at the
I
house
don't think
parties.
at the house parties. I don't know if we had one of those. If we did, it's possible, but I was in sports and music and shit like that, so I don't know if there was one. Wifey and I got into a conversation this weekend amongst our, drinking and shit. It's
Yeah.
probably good drunk conversation.
Yes, those are the best. Yeah.
And we were just talking about like, your ex still being friends with your friends, and that's
Mm.
kind of shitty, right? If I don't know, I feel like if you and I, well, you, me, and Nikki, I feel like are a different kind of dynamic, right? Because Nikki and I were friends first, but
Yeah, we were
you and
friends
I,
separately.
yeah,
Yeah, her and I got
separately,
together on a different level.
exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
So God forbid,
I mean,
you know,
it would be
anything
awkward at your
happens.
birthday or your wedding or something, you
Exactly,
know?
but I think we'd still be able to vibe. But like, like if Edie came in the picture and Edie and Nikki were still friends and like we broke up,
Yeah, that's
how
weird. Yeah,
awkward would that be? You know what I
yeah.
mean? And
Or
I
like
know
if we were
like,
still friends with that crazy one with a knife.
oh yeah, yo, yeah, I don't know. I probably would just not come around at all. But it kind of sucks, right? Because if you and me, or you and you, me and Nikki were friends first, like I'd be devastated to lose y'all friendship if y'all liked her better than me, or if y'all became closer to her than you were to me.
Yeah, yeah.
I
I mean,
can't see that, but
I had a friend who met my girl at that time and me at the
mm,
same time. Like we all
mm.
started work. We all worked at this place, and her and my girl at the time worked in the same like department, and I
Oh,
worked in
okay.
a different department. So they kind of knew each other, but we all worked together. And
Mm.
she remained friends with my ex, but she
Uh,
never really like uh gave each other's business. You know,
mm-hmm.
like she never told me what was going on with her, and
Yeah.
unless there was there one time there was like a death in her family, in my
Oh,
ex's
okay.
family, and the person who died I was close with while her and I were together. So my friend like took me to
Just
I
kind of.
went with her to the funeral. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like we
Mm-hmm.
did all that. But other than that, we never really like discussed um each other, at least that as far as I know. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like I never asked about my ex, but I was also an asshole at that time. So
Yeah.
the thought probably didn't occur to me to ask anyway.
Right.
But it's weird. I did have an ex who, after we broke up, tried to stay in contact with my family.
Mm.
And I
No,
was
no,
like,
no. Yeah, I feel like those are the exes that still want to keep in touch because they still have like hope.
yes.
So they
And
try
that,
to get to you through your friends and
yeah.
through your family. I think that's shitty. Like, move on. You know what I mean? It's not happening.
Dead ass with the New York Tim on
Yeah.
your style. Just move on.
Okay. Keep it pushing. Yeah, I'm not here for it.
And on that note, we're going to end the show here. Find us on everything social at Two Studs in a Pod, including YouTube. Check Meech out at the Homie Meech and at Homie Meech on IG and Twitter, respectively. And find me at its.me.blaze, at itsmeblaze2 on Twitter. Don't forget to check out our site, twostudsinapod.com, where you can find our latest episodes and more. You can catch us on podcast platforms everywhere, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. Gratitude is always the attitude, so we want to say thank you for lending us your ear.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.